Well,
Look,
go ahead, Dave.
look. As many of you know, there was a. Was it a kerfuffle? Was it a Donnybrook? Was it a melee? Was it
It was a
as Michael
conundrum.
as
It was
Michael
it was
Evans used to say on Good Times, a heated discussion?
it was a,
Whatever it was, what was it,
Reggie,
Chris?
it was a Reggie Jackson and what's my old manager of the Yankees
Oh, Billy
situation?
Martin.
The
Billy
Billy
Martin.
Martin situation. Yeah, yeah.
Look. I think that these things happen more than we know, and this will just happen to be caught out in the public eye. Manny Machado apparently was frustrated with Fernando Tatis either taking the call third strike or arguing about it, which apparently, well, not apparently, but you can't do in baseball. They had words. Machado was heard saying, "It's not about you." Fine. One of the things that we have learned about the Padres in the 60-game season last year and now the 162-game season this year is, man, this is a real marathon, okay? And I know we don't have a lot of baseball fans out here, but I want you to think about this. The baseball regular season is 2 NBA regular seasons, okay? So the Padres cannot approach this, like it's a football team or like it's a basketball team. This is 162 games, and you have to maintain a level of composure and cool throughout the season in order for you to reach your goal. Okay. At the time of the kerfuffle, they were 76 and 73. Okay. And offensively, they aren't that bad. Okay. Machado and Tatis are leading the charge. Now, they had the season from hell from Eric Hosmer, but other than that, they've been pretty good. Now, the problem is the pitching. Okay. They haven't had Denilson Lamet for most of the year. Chris Paddock has regressed. And this is even before we get to y'all's man's Yu Darvish. Okay. The only steady pitcher that they had was Joe Musgrove. Okay. And we saw him struggle last night as the San Francisco baseball Giants walked their ass down from a 4-0 deficit. Okay. They lost again. Tatis had another call strike looking last night. And going into next season, man, the Padres got to realize, man, we got 162 of these things. Every night can't be a party, okay? And I think they wore down as the season went along. As far as Machado and Tatis, they'll be fine. We've seen this before, okay? We've seen star athletes yell at each other, et cetera, et cetera. I do like how Tatis laughed at the little brother comment because he probably looked at Machado and was like, Rob, I will yoke you up, big old fella. But they'll be fine personally. But the team has to learn that you just can't sprint your way through a 162-game baseball season.
Yeah, for me, I'm not worried about the confrontation part. I understand it, but it's ironic. This is another year where Tatis is a part of some sort of weird situation with either teammates or the manager. Because if you remember last year during the COVID season or bubble season, if you want to call it, we had the bat flip situation in Texas, and the manager got on them, and the team got on them about this. They were cited, if I'm not mistaken, about maturity. And now we have this situation again. And I'm not going to throw too much stock into it, but yeah, to your point, this has been a shit show season for the Padres. It sucks that they are in the, in that West, in the NL West. But my thing is, like you mentioned, the pitching has been atrocious. They thought Mackenzie Gore was going to take the next step. He hadn't done what you thought he was going to do. The trade deadline, you pick up Adam Frazier, but you didn't really make the mark. Like, look, man, like they didn't do what they were supposed to do. The Dodgers did. The Dodgers countered you. They got Scherzer. They got Trey Turner. As Elder Allen just said, he's 23 years old. I agree. So there's some growing to be there, but for a team, they need growth from him now from the maturity side because this is a World Series contending team, or at least they put themselves in this situation to be there. So I'm not worried about the situation, but I do think this is something to maybe monitor in a few more years if we're still having these issues where teammates are sort of going after him. Machado, as Dave laughed when we talked about this before, Machado may not be one of the most citable players when it comes to maturity and stuff, but Machado has been that guy before where he was the young gun and he had to deal with veterans. So We'll see.
Well, like I said, the little chuckle that Tatis gave when Machado little brothered him is telling as well. I don't think it has anything major to do with this. But again, y'all, 162 of these things in 180 days. Okay. The Dodgers are built to do this. I don't think the Dodgers felt threatened by the Padres all year long, even when the Padres got off to a pretty hot start. So, no. I don't think there's anything major to be done between those two. But as a team, they got some issues, man. Darvish can go. He's done. He's done. He's done as in my opinion, top of the line pitcher. This is team number 4 in 5 years now. We seen these goods. We're done there.